Hey guys, Mara here. So today's video is going to be a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now. This is an ultra minimal makeup. Like, this is using less than 10 makeup products. This is using, I believe, 8 makeup products if I counted them right. Yeah, I think so. So this is a makeup look using only 8 beauty products, and this is the bare minimum. I actually woke up with a little bit of a breakout. You can kind of see it, but I've done the best that I can to cover it up. I will insert a clip of me with my waking up with my breakout. It was pretty horrible, but yeah, this is for all you girls who wake up and maybe you do wake up with a breakout that you didn't see coming and you only have 5 minutes to get out the door and get it covered up. This is for you girls who sleep in and your alarm didn't go off and you are running late. This is for you girls who just don't want to have a lot of makeup products sitting around or don't want to put foundation on every day. This is for you guys. So yeah, if you want to see how to get this makeup look using the absolute bare minimum makeup products, then please keep watching. So I've already primed my face with a little bit of moisturizer. I used a tone correcting moisturizer. It's by Ole Henrikson. It's the Nurture Me moisturizer. I don't have it with me. It's down in my bathroom, but it's really good for like redness. I get redness across my cheeks and I just have like some uneven skin tone issues. So I really like to use that, and on days that I want to do minimum makeup, it's really good to put underneath makeup. So that's done. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into concealer. I don't like to wear heavy foundation when my face is irritated already. I don't like to cake it on. I feel like my face can't breathe, and then it just makes the problem worse, and it takes that much longer for it to get better. So I'm just going to go in with some concealer, and my favorite concealer lately has been the Maybelline FitMe concealer. Mine's in the shade 15 Fair. I am pretty light. I think this is a little bit too light for me, but I'm going to bronze up a little bit just to even it out with the rest of my body. So I'm just gonna apply it in my, oh hi Griffin, hi buddy, aw, get down, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply it in the areas where I definitely want the most coverage. So as you can see, my cheeks have a lot of the bumps on them, and then I also have pretty dark under eyes. So I'm going to start with the under eyes. I'm just gonna drag it down towards my cheeks where most of the problem is. Okay, so as you can see, I'm putting a little bit on my nose and then in the center of my forehead, also on my chin because there's some there, and then I'm going to take a little bit and spot conceal the other areas of my face. I'm going to try to keep it as even as I can. Like, as you can see, there's more blemishes on this side of my face, but I don't want this side of my face to look like I have all of the concealer. So then I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and I'm just going to blend all of that out. I like to take a little bit of it up onto my eyelid because I have, as you can see, I have some pretty intense dark circles around my eyes. And in case you were wondering, this is not a completely full coverage makeup tutorial. This is more of like the bare minimum, like what you would absolutely need to cover up a bad breakout or anything like that. So as you can see, it's already evened out my skin tone a little bit. So I'm going to go in with a different concealer just to put on top of it because I don't think the Maybelline FitMe, as much as I love that concealer for like all over, oh, I didn't blend out my eye. It's looking a little uneven. Okay, that looks better. So as much as I love the Maybelline FitMe, I want something a little bit heavier just on the problem areas. So I'm going to go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is just the little sample one I just have on hand right now. This is in the shade Light 2 Vanilla, and I'm just going to apply this over top of the areas where I have the most, and I'm just going to dab it where I have the most redness. I don't need a lot, I just want enough to cover. Okay, so now that that's there, I'm just going to take that Beauty Blender again, and I'm just going to pounce that all over the new concealer. And this is literally like a 5-minute makeup thing. Like, if I wasn't talking, this would be like a 5-minute thing. Okay. So as you can see, that really helped to cover up the blemishes even more. And of course you can see them, like the outline of them, because I can't cover them up completely, but it definitely toned down the redness. So yeah, now I'm going to go in with a setting powder, and the setting powder I'm going to use today is the Maybelline FitMe powder. This is in the shade 110 Porcelain. It's a little bit light for me right now, but I think I can make it work. I'm going to use the Morphe E12 brush. This is just a nice little tapered brush, and I think this is really good for setting under the eyes, which is where I'm going to focus today. And I'm just going to tap my brush in, tap off the excess, and then set under my eyes. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in my eyebrows, and for most people, like, I never used to think that this was necessary, but then I started doing it and then I realized how necessary it was. I think filling your eyebrows is important for everyday makeup looks because it really pulls the whole face together. Even when you have the bare minimum on, it really brings your face together and makes your look, I don't know, it just makes you look a lot nicer, and not nicer, but just a lot more put together, and it just really brings the face together. So I am using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Brunette. So I'm just going to fill them in very natural-like. I'm not going to really shape them. I'm just going to like fill them in, make them look a little darker. So as you can see, just making my eyebrows a little bit darker by filling them in with a brow pencil, it just makes my face look a little bit more structured. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a little bit of bronzer, and I think that bronzer is important because, I don't know, sometimes I feel like just a flat foundation color can really wash me out. So I'm going to use my Holy Grail bronzer. This is from the drugstore, and this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I think I've used this in like every single one of my videos. It's one of the only bronzers that doesn't make me look orange, especially from the drugstore. I do have like my Hoola bronzer, but it can be a little bit dark for me when I'm at my fairest. So this has been my #1 go-to bronzer, and this is just the original in the shade Bronzer. And I'm going to use my EcoTools blending and bronzing brush. This has been one of my favorite bronzing brushes recently. So I'm just going to bronze up my skin. So it's given my face a little bit more structure and dimension by adding just a little bit of bronzer. And I just put bronzer in the areas where I would contour and just to warm up the skin. So I think it looks really nice like this. And when I do bronzer like this, I really don't need blush. So I'm going to skip blush today because I'm doing absolute bare minimum makeup. So you don't have to do this step. I normally like to do this step, but I do like to add an illuminating powder or like a highlighter, especially in the summertime when I'm outside in the sun and I just want that glow on my skin. So today I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Hello Light Illuminating Powder. I don't really hear anybody talking about this, but I really like it for a very natural looking glow. So on days that I have very minimum makeup, I really like to use this. It's just a really nice nude illuminating highlighty. It is like a little bit, it is shimmery, but it's not like a chunky glitter shimmer. It's a very nice natural looking luminosity. I'm just gonna dust this onto my cheeks and then just everywhere where I'd like a little bit of a glow. Normally I would use like a more precise brush for like a highlight, but since this is so natural and so finely milled, I can get away with using a bigger brush. So it just gives a really nice glow to the skin without looking shimmery or cakey, and it doesn't accentuate doesn't accentuate my pores or anything. So after I do that, I'm pretty much done with my face. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply mascara. I like to only apply mascara on days that I'm doing minimal makeup, no eyeshadow, no, nothing like that. So in the beginning of the video, I applied my concealer to cover up my dark circles, and then I just go in with mascara. Today I'm using my Voluminous Carbon Black by Loreal. Okay, so after I have my mascara applied, I am almost done. And the last thing I'm going to do is I am going to apply lip product, and normally on days that I have minimal makeup like this, I like to stick with like lip glosses because they're so low maintenance. I don't have to worry about like, you know, the lines that get on the outer rim of your lips or anything like that. So today I'm going to be using the Buxom lip polish, and this is in the shade Sandy. It's a really pretty true nude. So I'm just going to apply this. This is one that has a little bit of glimmer in it. It has some like gold and pink reflex, but it's still really pretty. Okay, so after I have my lip gloss on, that completes this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye!